Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Mike Cho, physical therapist. And yes, I'm your alternative healthcare career coach. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to change your circle of influence with Holly Acosta. We'll be back in a few seconds, okay?
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Good evening, my Facebook friends. If you're watching live, comment live, watching on the replay, comment replay. You know what? But before I keep on going, check out hellonote.com. It's electronic medical records that we use in our outpatient clinic. So if you have an outpatient clinic or you want to start one, check out hellonote.com. The CEO, Steve Gluck, he's an amazing guy. And of course, before I keep on going, let me just show this thing to you. Well, it's not focusing. Never mind. I don't have a fancy computer or camera. It says here, don't underestimate your first idea. There are a lot of people there, that they have this amazing idea and then they just forget to implement it. And there are a lot of people, oh, I got this great idea. No, just the perfect example is our Jerry Hab Physical Therapy Clinic. A lot of people will reach out to me. I thought about that already, Dr. Mike. I thought about, naming it Jerry Hab. Well, guess what? That was your first idea and somebody took action. Okay. So don't underestimate your first idea. And of course, I don't know if you noticed, I have a new hat. This is my daughter and my wife, obviously my kids, bought this for me. We went to Louisville, Kentucky we attended the beta convention and they bought this for me. Surprise, it's a hat, the Louisville, whatever you call that. It's say LS, Louisville Sluggers. So I haven't removed the tag yet because I want to be that Key and Peel people. And of course, they gave this to me. Happy Father's Day to the people out there. Whatever you call this, a baseball bat, maybe to hit me, my family, or my kids to hit me in my head. All right. And of course, before we keep on going, I would like to share medbridgeeducation.com. Use the code alternative. You get 40% discount, not 10, not 20, not 30, but 40% discount. And speaking of CEUs, we have an upcoming continuing education unit, that a seminar that we're going to be doing next week. Let me just share this screen to you real quick. I hope I'm going to share this the right way. How about that? Where did that go? Boom. We are going to have our next level summit next week, June 27 to 29. It's next level virtual entrepreneur summit. This is obviously Kara. She already spoke and everything like that. Let me just play her video real quick.
Kara Welke with Next Level Occupational Therapy. I started my home therapy solutions business 5 years ago, and over the last 4 years have had the privilege to work with countless number of healthcare professionals to help them start their own business. And coming up this June 27th, 28th, and 29th, we're having a virtual entrepreneurship summit. And we are super excited because this summit is going to be perfect for all of you guys that are interested in getting into entrepreneurship, or for you that already have a business and you want to take it to the next level. We look forward to connecting with you, networking, and helping you get to the next level.
All right. Thank you very much, Kara, for doing that. Yeah, and of course, you go to their website and let me just show you what are the pre-summit events. They've already been doing it the past few days. Karen, Dr. Karen is an occupational therapist, and she is just an amazing person. And she is, as you can see, she's injured and everything like that. She has disability, but she goes around the world traveling, helping out people start their own travel business. And of course, they've got this. It happened yesterday for the VIP people who are joining, and you can also access the recording. And it's basically how to publish your book, and we're going to be talking about that too. And of course, today, Christine Galloway, she's an amazing YouTuber. and she's got her brick and mortar there in Florida, and she's just rocking it there. She's going to teach you how to do that. And there are a lot of different speakers. One is Rachel, she's an OT, and then of course Kara, she is the next level OT. Literally, you got Chad, Dr. Chad. He runs a cash-based practice, but he's going to also teach you how to create your systems and processes. Of course, Steve, the CEO of Hello Note, he's going to also teach you 7 KPIs. What is KPI? We can ask him. Key Performer Index. And you get Jill. She's an OT also. I personally know Jill. And there's a lot of people speaking in this amazing event. Alex, I personally know Alex too, and a lot more. And I'll be speaking, I think, probably around the uh I think Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, but I'll be here too speaking. So if you want to catch me live or in the recording, come and join. Obviously, Anthony will be talking to come and join next level June 27 to 29. If you're interested, type in me and then I'll sign you up. I'll show you. Someone is asking how much. Let me just go down to very, very bottom. I think the price is very, very reasonable. Oh, I see Nancy. You gotta attend this. I mean, for 100 something dollars and listening to Nancy Beckley, the source lady, I think she's gonna be amazing. Of course, Sue Doyle is there. Susan. Let me go all the way down to the pricing. So the pricing for the live access full price is 129. If you need the VIP, I think the VIP is already done. They already done it 159. So just get, I would, of course, the VIP's done. I'll just get the live access, which is 129. Oh gosh, this is amazing for 129. All right, let me just stop my share there and then introduce our special guest for tonight. Where did she go? Where did that go? Well, our special guest for tonight is let me pull up my thing here. There you go. Our special guest for tonight is Holly Acosta. She's a physical therapist assistant. A lot of people it's like, oh, it's always OT, it's always PT, it's always speech. I'm running out of English. Speech that you're interviewing, Michael. How about us PTAs and CODAs now? We got a PTA here that we have that will help us out today. Somebody's asking how to register. Pats, I'm gonna just share you the remind me, I'm gonna share you the link later. It's somewhere in my Facebook page. All right. So, but I'll send the link to you in a bit. But our special guest for today is Holly Acosta. I wonder where the Acosta is. She is a lead outpatient PTA at Summit Healthcare Services. She's also a certified independent health coach. She used to be a chaplain, right? Of course, she studied physical therapy assistant and, of course, studied behavioral health at Arizona Christian University. She lives in Phoenix, Arizona. Without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in Holly Acosta. Holly, what's going on in the neck of your wood there? Is that how you say it? Neck on your wood or something like that?
Yes,
Where are you at
it's
now?
getting
Are you in
hot.
Phoenix? Is it
Yep,
hot?
it's getting hot. It's hot. It's 100. Well, it's only 102. That's nothing for us.
102?
That's nothing. Worse
Really?
is coming. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my
Mm-hmm.
hat is, but we're only at 77. I'm already sweating. Look, I'm sweating. My hand. Man, I'm hyperhidrotic. Oh gosh, it's just 102, just like the Philippines. Oh my.
But we don't have the
Well,
humidity, so it's different.
I know, right? So,
Mhm.
gosh, I wonder how you survive there. Well, anyway, could you please tell us again who you are, what you do, and could you please tell us how we can change our circle of influence?
Sure. My name is Holly, and I'm a physical therapist assistant. I've been one since 1999. And actually, I had to get an alternative career because that's when Medicare changed to the PPS system. And so I lost my job immediately, and that's when I became a chaplain. That's another story. But anyway, I was a PTA for a long time working in SNFs and wanted to expand out of that. I knew that PDPM was coming. A lot of people didn't know, but I kind of kept up on the news. And I knew that it was coming, and I knew that I had to make some decisions on kind of where I wanted to land because I had already been through the PPS mess. Some of the older therapists will remember that. So I just started making some changes and changing my influence.
You're looking
And
at me when you say some of the older therapists.
well, I don't know if you were when you were here, but a lot of people remember
Graduated in
that.
1999 too, so yeah, you're right.
Uh-huh. A lot of people got laid off. And I was a traveler at the time. And fortunately for me, I was young. I was only in my 20s. So I just, waited tables and got some different skills. But um, one thing that was really important to me was changing my influence, is changing kind of how I thought about myself and getting myself prepared for the career. You can look for a career, but if you're not ready for an alternative career, you're not going to get it. You're not going to be the person that gets that job. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, is just how to do that. And right now I'm doing my alternative. I have two alternative careers. I'm an independent health coach for Optavia. So I actually lost a lot of weight myself. And through that I'm able to coach other people. I'm coaching 7 people right now, and it's really fun. You get to help them learn a structured eating plan, change their habits. And you get paid to be a health coach. You coach your friends, you coach your family, you can even coach people that you don't know. And it's a really fun commitment because it's something that I do naturally. And now it's something that, is helping my family go on vacation. And my main job, my full-time job, is I'm a lead outpatient therapist. I do 20 hours of treatment, 20 hours of management and marketing. And I really enjoy that.
Amazing, amazing. I like what you said about. Hey, before I keep on going, thank you very much, Pats, for attending live, and then Captain D, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate you. But I like what you said, Holly, about changing your influence, and of course, not just finding your career.
Right.
A lot of people talk about careers, but actually, what we need to really do is find our vocation, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
Your passion.
vocation, your passion. So
Mm-hmm.
career will always be there,
Right.
nursing, physical therapy, occupational
Right.
therapy, being a physician assistant or a physician or a nurse or whatever. But if you've honed down your vocation, you're not going to
Mm-hmm.
go wrong. All right.
Right.
So find that vocation and you'll be fine. If your goal, vocation, what's vocation? If your vacation, not vacation, right? If your vocation is helping elderly, it doesn't
Yes.
matter if you're a nurse, a PT, or a physician, or whatever. If your goal is to help elderly people, boom, you're gonna be fine. You know what you're doing. So
Right.
don't focus on the actual profession or career. Focus on that vocation, and you will be fine. And that's even when I was a pharmaceutical rep, the drugs, the medication that we were selling is for older people. It was still
Mhm.
aligned to my vision. I could have been assigned to a pediatric division where we were selling medications for pediatric or antibiotic. No, I was really assigned to sell medications for blood pressure pill, cholesterol pill, and we were assigned to elderly people. We were doing medical missions all the time. And same thing with Holly, she became a chaplain, taking care of people and everything like that. Holly, so what do you recommend the first step for us to change our circle of influence? I mean, do we have to start big? Do we need to choose our friends? How does that work?
I don't think you have to start big. I think it just starts with being open. I think it starts with the place that you're at. So for me, at whatever skilled nursing facility I was working at, I got to know everybody. So housekeepers, the dietary people, all the management, everybody. You just be friendly, be open, say hello, get to know people's names. If you're asked to do something and it might be a little out of your wheelhouse, be willing to try it. I remember I was asked to do an event and I didn't know how to do an event. And I said, oh, okay. I just made it up and I did pretty good. If you get asked to teach a class, if you get asked to do a little training with some CNAs or nursing, don't be afraid to jump out and do it because they wouldn't ask you if they didn't want you to do it. So just be willing to think outside the box, be willing to step outside the box. Some people, when they have their jobs, they have blinders on and they're just like, my patients and my treatments, my documentation, all that. You can't do that. You have to open up your eyes and be open and willing to see what's going on around you and start some new relationships that maybe you hadn't had before. Now I know that's hard when you're working in a SNF and you're in the grind and there's a lot of productivity, but just start a little bit when you're walking down the hallway to get your patients instead of just, being really focused on that. Just look up and smile at everyone. And so that would be my first step, is just to be open to kind of what's around you already. Then you can move into, working on yourself, reading some books. There's some amazing books out there that you can read that help you think differently. And my favorite one, the first one I read that really helped me, was How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Oh
That
gosh.
is a classic. I love that book. I've read it
Actually, I have.
multiple
I've been
times.
reading it now.
Oh yeah. That's one of the best books, is to learn how to deal with people, because no matter what career you're in, you have to know how to help people. And if you want to be in leadership or management or marketing, you have to know how to talk to people. And actually, I have a really cool printout of the basic principles actually hung up in my room, and I look at it frequently to remind me how to help people. The other one, I think I told you about this one, Mike, is The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. Did you read that one? I think I told
Yep.
you about it.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, I
Yep.
got all the books that you were talking to me about here.
Oh,
Yep.
it's so awesome.
It's
Yeah,
just,
the magic of thinking big, man.
Mhm.
It helps you expand your mind. You have to always think, why not? I think that's a big thing. I have a mug that I painted that says, why not? Like, why not me? Or why can't we try this? Or why not? And that's another thing, is just thinking big, thinking, why not me? Oh, always find a way to say yes too. I had a therapist, actually, I'm sorry, what was she? Executive director. She told me a secret one day. She said, Holly, always find a way to say yes. So when people ask you for something, if you can't give them exactly what they want, try to find a way to say yes in some way. And then you're serving them. And so people kind of look for that. If you're the person that can always say yes, they're going to want to promote you. They're going to want to give you more opportunities. The next one that's important to me is The Speed of Trust by Stephen Covey. It's kind of a heavy book. I'm still in the middle of it, but it talks about how if people don't trust you, they don't care what you have to say. So if you're trying to, get influence in the company you're in, or get into any kind of company where you're going to have influence over people, you're going to have to get them to trust you. So The Speed of Trust is a great book. And then the most amazing YouTube podcast ever is The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. He's this old guy like Dale Carnegie, and he has a 30-minute video. Have you heard that one too?
Oh yeah, I've been sharing.
Oh,
I've been
I know. I
actually not
listened to it
sharing.
the other
I've
day.
been copying him in this video,
Yes.
screenshotting it, and what do you call the
Oh,
screen video shotting it, whatever you call that.
yeah,
And
screenshot.
downloading it myself. So
And he talks a lot about The Strangest Secret is just about whatever you think in your mind you can achieve. And so, but it's really encouraging. And ladies, I just have to say, it was, this guy is old, like in the 50s. So a lot of what he says is to men, but you just got to get past that and know that it's for you too. It's just the times were different then. So yeah, The Strangest Secret, I've listened to it at least 10 times. It's one of my favorite YouTube videos, and it's free, so people can just go look it up. So those are the 4 books I recommend to get started.
Amazing.
They're cheap too.
I know, right? Speaking of affordable books, this book that like what you mentioned, I have 2 copies of it. I have 2. I probably have 4 of the How to Win Friends and Influence People and How to Stop Worrying.
Yes.
And I just
Yes.
keep buying them in flea markets. This one is like
Yep.
$5, and I have learned so much in this book that I keep reading it again and again. And I listen to my car too on the audiobook, and it's basically free audiobook. You can download it in Spotify or YouTube or whatever, and I still read it, and I read it again and again, because that's how you remember it. When you see it, you forget. When you hear it, you remember. But when you're actually doing it again and again, you actually understand it more, right, ladies and gentlemen?
Right.
And of course, there's people here. Well, I don't know who this is, but yeah, Mike Chua is big. Yep, I weigh 200 pounds. You gotta teach me, Holly, how to lose weight. Okay.
I can coach you, Mike. Oh yeah, we can get it done.
Well, you know what?
Yes.
I got like so much coaches. I got like nutritionist. I have an actual personal trainer. I don't even know what to follow now, but it's me. It's me. It's not you.
You need a structured eating plan.
I know, right? I even have like Pam. is one of she's a PT, and she coaches me too, and texts me every day. Have you drank your shake or whatever? But yeah, then there's another person here. Hey, watching from Suape, Brazil. How are you, my friend?
Ooh, I
Uh,
went to Brazil
really?
on a mission trip. Yes, I did.
Wow, when you were a chaplain, huh? Oh gosh,
Yes, it
for
was
some
amazing.
reason I can't see the people who are commenting live there, but thank you very much for those people who are watching. Appreciate you both for the live and the replay. Holly, you mentioned about the books. It's very important that we read books. I like what Holly said. Working on yourself, making sure you're smiling and being open to people, and learning how to say yes. A lot of people we say, "Oh no, we can't do this." No,
Yeah.
go to the nursing home, go to the outpatient clinic, or go to even working at the hospital. All you will hear from our fellow friends in healthcare: no, it's not my job.
Mhm,
No, I
mhm.
can't do that. No, we've tried this
Yes,
before. How about
yes,
changing it to a yes? Yes, let me. Yes, it didn't work before, but let's go ahead and try it. I'm not talking about doing fraud or something like that.
mm,
Of course, that's a no-no, obviously. But finding ways, even when you try to find your alternative healthcare career, a lot of people say, no, I've been doing this for 20, 30 years, and I just don't know how to find my alternative career, Michael. Hey, guess what? There are a lot of people winning out there because, like what this other person said, the courage, the conformity, learning how to get out of that comfort zone. And speaking
yes.
of that comfort zone, let's go ahead and ask Holly. Holly, how do we get out of this comfort zone? We're so, what you call this? Babied in our healthcare field. You mentioned PPS. There was a time therapy was the rock. It's the
Yes.
rock star. People always
Mhm.
looked up to us because we were the money and income generating in every single healthcare facility. And when you walk in, you're like the popular girl or kid walking in the hallway, and there's a fan. All right,
Yes.
okay, we're walking the hallway. You got to pick up my patient. Remember
Oh
there
my
was a time
gosh.
like that in the
Yes.
nursing
Yes.
homes when I was working as a tech. When you're from the rehab, or rehab is like you're walking, like they know you were paying you like 20, 30, 40, $50. Walking now is like, okay, we're gonna have to do group exercises, right? And we were
Right.
like kind of sheltered, and then what you call it,
Mhm.
spoiled. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
Spoiled. um in the therapy field, and now we are no longer the money generating, income generating.
That's right.
Home health companies were firing us left and right. Nursing
Mhm.
homes are like, oh, you got to do group exercise so we can see all this patient. In home health, they're like, see patients for like 10, 20, 30 minutes and leave and see more patients, more productivity. Somebody posted productivity. So how do we do this, Holly?
Well, I think one thing that I wrote down when I was kind of thinking about what I want to talk about is get around the right people. So you have to get yourself away from people who are thinking in the box, and you need to align yourself with people who are thinking out of the box. So, Mike, you're totally one of those people for me. Lizette, who does the dementia training, is one of those people for me. Emma is one of those people for me. These are all people that are on, the Facebook page, the Alternative Careers Facebook page. You have to start looking at who is where you want to be. And I see a lot of people being kind of nasty, especially to you, Mike, because they love to just try to bring you down. But I wrote this down: don't be jealous, be curious. So don't be jealous of somebody who has an alternative career. Be curious about what they did to get it. You start asking questions, be friends with those people. Don't think, oh, I can't do it. Find out what they did because they were just like you. I was working in the SNF. I had to do groups and concurrent, and I had crazy productivity. And, they were telling us to dictate on an iPad with all of our PPE on our notes, which is ridiculous. They were telling us we were taking too many bathroom breaks. We were too slow.
Hey,
I was in
taking
it
to
too.
the bathroom breaks, Holly.
Yep. During COVID, when we're drinking all the water because we're sweating, yeah, they got upset with us. You guys, your productivity is too bad. But getting around the right people who are doing what you want to do and being open, reading these books, saying yes, find a way to say yes. I actually have that next to my desk. I have a sign that says always find a way to say yes. Those are just little simple things that you can do over time, because that's what a health coach is: habits, right? Doing a small thing over time creates big results. So doing these habits, reading the books, being open, saying hello, finding a way to say yes over time is going to build your reputation wherever you are. And people are going to see that. And, your career is not going to just drop in your lap the first time you do one of these things. You have to do it consistently. So that's what I would say is just keep pushing. Listen to Trent Shelton. Oh, I love him. Do you listen to him, Mike?
Who?
Do you ever
Trent
listen?
Shelton?
Trent Shelton?
No,
Oh, Mike,
I
you have to
haven't.
listen to.
So,
Oh, wonderful. He's an ex NFL player and now he's got
mhm,
his alternative career. He's a
wow,
motivational speaker, talks a lot
mhm.
about who you put yourself around. So that's really important is find who you want to be like and go and be like them and find out what they did to get there and run behind them. Literally, like I run on the treadmill next to this girl that I want to run like. She runs like a gazelle and I run like a little hippo. And but I want to be like her. So I go purposely to the gym with her and go on the treadmill next to her because she's where I want to be. And so that's what you have to find in a career. Is like a mentor.
There you go. There you go. You got to find a mentor, ladies and gentlemen. Mentioned here. Now I know who that person is from Brazil, Roger Dumlau.
Oh,
Hey, what's going on, Roger? Appreciate you. And I know this person already. This is K Joy, Big Pimping in 1999. And yes, she said she burned. You know, you probably know K Joy too, Holly. I like what Holly said about your reputation. Your relationship is very important. You know,
mhm.
relationship and reputation over revenue. All right. If
Yes.
make sure you always value that relationship over revenue, ladies and gentlemen. I've been to a lot of conferences and relationships and everything like that. Not relationship, okay? My wife, I hope she's not listening. So uh people will offer you stuff and you got to make sure, hey, is this gonna give value to my relationship with this person?
Yes.
It's very important. And the integrity is very important. So, and of course, this one here, she also mentioned about relationship. It's very important that who you surround yourself. All right, Holly, I know you mentioned about the books and the podcast that you want to listen to and everything like that. I know you're very busy. Any last parting wisdom for our friends in our alternative healthcare career group, and where can they reach you?
I gave you my Facebook page, so if anybody's interested in just chatting with me, or if you're interested in health coaching, if you want to change some habits in your life and you'd like me to health coach you, I would love to do that. So my Facebook page is there. Just send me a message or ask me to friend you. And the other thing I would just say is just be a servant wherever you go. I think that's what it comes down to too, is just always look for opportunities to serve. That's what leaders do. And that's going to open up doors for you for your alternative careers. If you have a servant's heart and you try to serve the people that you're around now, don't wait until you get your career. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I love that. I love that. Having that servant heart. You know, the ultimate servant, ladies and gentlemen, is our Lord Jesus Christ. Oh, a lot of
That's
people
right.
like holler at me. What are you saying? You know, keep your Bible verses to yourself, Michael. And stuff. Hey, this is my little show. I can say that I'm not a perfect Christian. Yes, people may think I'm a hypocrite or something, but yeah, the true servant
That's
really
right.
is our Lord Jesus Christ. You know why? He was, obviously he's the God and everything, but he kept on serving people. He would wash
Yes.
people's feet. Not that I want to wash people's feet. I still, I help my patients, put on their shoes and put in their socks, but he's the ultimate servant. And if he can do it and he's doing it, you got to be a servant too, ladies and gentlemen. Servant leadership. If you want to find your alternative career, you gotta give first before you can receive. You can receive something, just like heat or like a fire in your fireplace. You gotta put the wood first, start that fire before you can get that heat. You cannot tell that fireplace, "Hey, give me some heat," while you're not putting in anything. You gotta serve first, just like at work. Nobody, no, not unless they're so desperate, they give you a signing bonus. There's problem with those companies who gives you signing bonus. Obviously,
Yikes.
why they're giving you signing bonus because they can find a person, or it's just a toxic environment, or they want to do fraud or whatever. Been there, done that. I signed 10,000, 20,000, signing bonus, not knowing what I came into. But yeah, in any kind of job, yeah, you have to work for it first before you get paid. You get paid after 2 weeks or whatever. Even the healthcare insurance, it doesn't kick in after 60 or 90 days. You got to put in the effort first. And same thing, if you want to find this alternative career, you got to invest in yourself too. And the
Yeah.
easiest way, it's so easy now to invest in yourself. Books are always here, always there. It's always here. It's not gonna go away. A lot of people, oh, so ebooks. No, whether it's an ebook or an actual paperback book or hardback, read books. Second is the podcast. You already mentioned it. Holly mentioned about it. Listen to the podcast. There are a lot of podcasts out there, whether they're selling or something. Listen, and get their inspiration out there. All right. Again, thank you very much, Holly. Appreciate you for your time
You're
and for
welcome.
effort for putting all the inspiration in our group. Appreciate you for everything that you do. But before I let you go, ladies and gentlemen, always remember the word fast, FAST, letter F. Find people that will bring out the best in you because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Today, I hang out with
Yes.
Holly. I feel like I want to be a health coach like Holly, right? And next letter is letter A. You got to learn how to take action. All this stuff that we're doing, it's not going to do me good. It's not even going to do Holly good if you don't take action. I mean, we're not even yes, we get sponsored ads in our, whatever, YouTube or stuff like that. But Holly and I, we don't get paid, it's just free so we could encourage people, bring out the best in you. All right, take action. That's what Holly did. She took action. Take action by reaching out to her. Go to her Facebook page, Holly.B Acosta. All right, check out her email too. I think that's her email. Go ahead and spam her, right? And then next letter is letter S. Share and subscribe. The more shares, the better, because it helps us. It helps our YouTube page, our podcast. If you're listening in the podcast, or even if you're listening to our what's called short book. There's such thing, short book, Facebook Reels or whatever. Check that out. There's a question here, Holly. Can you share info on how to be a health coach? Go ahead and reach out to Holly. Holly, this is Namita Suerve. I hope I'm pronouncing
Yeah.
your last name right. Reach out to her. Reach out to Holly, Namita. She can teach you and guide you how to be a health coach too. All right. Next letter is letter T. Is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, it's like what Holly's doing. She's understanding it more. You're gonna understand it more. Everything that you learn in school, all right, in school or in your practice, you gotta teach it. In our little practice, Jerry shout out to Jerry Physical Therapy. Thank you very much. We got a new location, Jackson, Tennessee, and Paris location. We teach people. We have students that comes in there, our PTAs, we teach them our technique. You don't keep it. You don't want to be the gatekeeper. You're like, oh, I want to keep my techniques to myself. No, we teach people. Even the word doctor itself, the doctor means the cherry is to teach. You got to learn how to teach. If you want to find your alternative career, you got to learn how to teach. Teach people about that niche that you're wanting to serve. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Be awesome. Be great. Be excellent. Holly, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I hope to kind of talk to you more, but I will see you around, Holly. Thank you. All
All
right.
right. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a good night.
Thank you again, everyone. Alternative Career Group. I'll see you around.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.